Hello all you bladers, and this is Dransword 360 Rush. It's basically one of my favorite attack type combos to use. I've been using it recently, and we're going to see how it does against every single Beyblade X-Bay I have. Up to 4 points. Let's see who wins. First Bay is going to be Wizard Arrow. That's 2 points to Wizard Arrow for a knockout him. Oh no, that's not good. That is not good for Dransword. It's not looking good for Dransword here. It might lose this one just because of knockout in the beginning. Okay, it does have pretty good stamina for an attack type, so I give it to that. That's 2 to 1. That's 3 to 2 to Dransword. If it loses a single point, it's like it might win, or something like that. Okay, if it stays in the center, it could outspin it. Again, it does have very good stamina for an attack type. Rush gives it nice speed, controllability, and very sleek shape. That's 4 to 2. That's Dransword. Next one is Hell Scythe. That was a little bit late of a launch, but still, it's a knockout. That's 3-0 to Dransword. That was a bad positioning for me, but that's 3 to 2 to Dransword. Launch Hell Scythe a little harder than that. We want to launch Dransword here so it stalls and basically can hit the ridge as a second attack because of how good its stamina is. 2 bays defeated. Next one we will do is going to be, let's do Night Lance. 2 to 0. Same situation with the Wizard Arrow. As long as we win the next few, we should be able to beat this. Right there, we tied it up. One of the disadvantages of Nightlands as a defense type is that it's so tall and its chassis is so thick that it basically makes bays hit its chassis or ratchet directly, so it's prone to bursting. That's 2 to 0. 2 to 2. Oh, we might lose this one. We might lose this one. Just don't scrape and we're good. Just don't scrape and we're good. Okay, it's 3 to 2. It's 3 to 2 right now, so we basically need a knockout or a burst or we're finished. And Night Lance is the first bay to defeat our attack type Dransword with a score of 5 to 2. Granted, I did kind of mess up the launches a little bit, but fair enough. Nightlands won that. So that's 1 win, that's 2 losses and 1 win. 2 wins and 1 loss. Next one is Leon Claw. It's not giving up after that loss. 2-0. Straight 2 knockouts, 4-0. That was very nice contact. 3 wins, 1 loss. Next one is going to be Night Shield. That was a bit of a bad launch for Sword. I messed up, but we'll give Shield that point. Come back with 2-1, Drawn Sword. We got lucky there, but we've also gotten unlucky in some matches before. That's 4-1. 4 wins, 1 loss. Next one is going to be Drawn Dagger with flat, because this has rush, but like, you know, what are we gonna do if we only have 1 flat? 3-0. That just goes to show how good rush is and how bad Drawn Dagger is. Oh, okay, we actually lost that one, so 1-3, 3-1. Oh, okay. We might lose. Oh God, it's 3-3. It's 3-3. Oh God, that's really dumb. Okay, we lost to Drawn Dagger with flat. That's 4-3 again. Okay, we lost that one. Fair enough. This is Phoenix Wing next. We got really lucky here. With Phoenix Wing, we don't want to like try and attack. We want to try and kind of like just hit it from the side and not directly like hit it, because this hits much harder than us. It's much heavier, and it's gonna ride the ridge more accurately because of gear flat. So this, it basically has every attack advantage over us except for speed. We're just faster. We managed to beat that Phoenix Wing 4-0, which makes it 5 wins, 2 losses. Shark Edge next. I want to say that was Sword because it did that, but that's not really a spin, so I'll count that as a draw. It's 2-0 for Shark Edge. It's not looking good. As long as we turn this into a battle of endurance, we should be able to pretty easily take it. That's 2-1. Also, just for reference, all of these matches I have been launching Dransword second because traditionally, if you're the only person battling, you launch the attack type second. And if it's 2 attack types, you launch whichever one has more stamina first. So in this case, I'm launching Dransword first, but like for Phoenix Wing, I was launching this first, just to make it fair. Because if I launch Shark Edge first, there's no chance Shark Edge is going to have enough stamina to even last until I launch Sword second. That's 3-1. I believe it's, yeah, 3-1 for Shark Edge. Not looking good at all. Okay, we lost Shark Edge also, so we beat 5 bays, but we lost 3 bays. So obviously, in an actual tournament, if we would have gone to 7 points, or even done like a 3v3 match, if this wins 1 battle, we move on. Or if it's in deck format, I can choose differently. This isn't something I would just use, like, off the bat. I would use it in situations where I, like, need a couple points. That's usually when you use attack types. But just for fun, we're gonna do a second battle against these 3 bays, and I'm gonna try and like strategically launch and stuff to 3 points, just for the sake of the video length. Might lands first. Yeah, I had an idea of that. We decimated Knight Lance for the second attempt. Let's do Drawn Dagger next. I forgot to check the rotations for Dagger, so let me redo that. That end should be okay. This is good. Okay, burst priority. That is 2-0 to Drawn Sword. It technically would have been 4-0, but that initial round was not. It was because the ratchet was not fully connected to Drawn Dagger. So 2-0 Drawn Sword. Okay, and that's 3-2 for Drawn Sword, I believe. 3-2. I lost the score again, but 3-2, I believe. Okay, 3-3. I think it's 3-1 actually, because Drawn Dagger didn't outspin, but it might be 3-3, whatever. Another battle. As long as this turns into a battle of stamina, Drawn Sword wins. So we beat Dagger and we beat Lance. Shark Edge is probably going to be our toughest opponent. just because it's not like we can just avoid it like Phoenix Wing, because it's not as slow as Phoenix Wing. It's not as hard hitting, but it has more recoil, so it's harder to avoid, and, you know, it could, like, tilt us off balance. Zero, drawn dagger. Ideally, what we want to do here is we want to drop sword in the center, because then it can start to move outward as shark starts to go inward and basically like go in the opposite area. That's 2-0 to 2-2, 2-2. To drawn tie. Okay, and that's 5-0 to drawn sword. So we beat 5 bays, those 5 bays being these 5 stock combinations. We lost to these 3 bays initially. After a second attempt, we beat them all. So we technically have a 1-1 record for these 3 and a win record for these 5. Again, attack types are risky to use, so I'm not even saying that this is a bad thing, because with a good attack type, it does lose just because you mess up your launch, it self-KOs, you scrape, whatever, right? An attack type is not meant to be consistent. If this was something like Hell Scythe on Ball versus every single bay, I would expect it to win most of the matches, if not all of them. But because this is an attack type, I'm expecting it to like completely destroy some bays like it did with Leon Claw 4-0, 2 knockouts. And I'm expecting it to do, you know, have some tough battles like it did against Shark Edge. And then against the other ones, I'm expecting it to do what it specializes in. Like, it outspun Wizard Arrow twice, where Wizard Arrow is specialized in stamina. And I'm not saying this is like really, especially because it's a stock combo, but like 480 ball on Wizard Arrow is probably outspinning most attack types on Rush. So this outspinning it is just a testament to how good this is. And, you know, how I've come to like using it, really. How I'm good with using this specifically instead of something like Shark Edge on 460 gear flat, you know? But yeah, that's that. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and don't forget to keep on blading.